She dancing dirty. She twerking on me. Them hundos on me. She love my foreign.
Boss made shawty on the pole, now she sliding my rap.
Sup? Though, I really hope somebody in these stories has Adidas swim shoes, swim trunks, a one-piece, two-piece Adidas.
I'm 28 years old now, but I vividly remember a horrifying incident that occurred when I was a 22-year-old college student.
Right.
I lived in Florida, in a fairly large house in Orlando, with a rather large property with a big pool outside.
Right.
I was living with my parents at the time, and they both owned their respective businesses and frequently traveled for meetings and conventions and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
One week in mid-May, when both of my parents were away, I asked their permission, and they allowed me to invite a limited amount of friends over to have a pool party in the backyard.
Right. Hey.
I was excited and quite surprised that my parents trusted that I would be responsible enough to have a small party, promising no alcohol, no loud music, and to send everyone home at a reasonable hour, as to not disturb the neighbors. I proceeded to call 6 of my best friends and let them know about the pool party.
And that's it. That's it. 6 of your best friends. Not 6 of your best friends and their friends and their friends' friends. No, that's not how we rocking. That's not how we rolling. We just gonna keep it straight, simple, and to the point. 6 of your best friends. And after 6 of your best friends are already at the house, close and lock everything. That's my underwear. I'm sorry. Keep it PG-13, I think. Yes. Don't you open that. Don't you open them doors, them gates, for somebody you don't know. I don't care. I don't even care if your best friend has another best friend. Nah. I don't know that motherfucker. Nah. I don't know that person. Nope. 6 of your best friends, and that's it.
Inviting them over the following evening with a limit of 1 guest per person.
Okay.
Everyone replied almost instantly, totally down to come over, asking if they should bring over snacks and drinks.
Right.
Remembering what my parents said, I ignored their conditions and allowed my friends to bring alcohol. The following night at around 8 p.m., almost all of my friends who I invited showed up with their bathing suits and plenty of alcohol.
Adidas.
My friends took turns playing music on my Bluetooth speaker. They all brought their girlfriends or guy friends that were all acquaintances of mine, totaling 13 people including me.
Oh.
I started the backyard fire pit, and we started drinking, laughing, making idle chit-chat, and some of my friends decided to go into the pool.
Okay.
Most of my friends jumped in off the diving board, and I sat by the fire watching them splash, pick their girlfriends up, slam them in the pool, and have a good time in their now drunken state.
Right.
Almost 2 hours passed, and I remember what my parents said about allowing guests to stay late.
What I'm saying?
It was now approximately 10:30 p.m.,
Right.
and most of my friends were still in the pool listening to music, and occasionally coming out for snacks and more booze. Myself in a rather drunken state, I kind of lost track of time. I went inside of my house for a few moments to grab another beer, when I heard leaves rustling from the bushes on the side of my property.
What the hell?
Now keep in mind, my house is gated and has security cameras all around.
Oh, is that so? Well, your security cameras are ass. Just saying. You should have been drinking Adidas alcohol, you know, because, like, say for instance, right? You drink, you know, right? You got a couple shots of Adidas alcohol, right? I mean, sure, you know, you will get tipsy, you will get drunk. But at the same time, if a clucked up situation, you know, finds your way, finds you, then you sober the hell up. See, with regular alcohol, right, you get tipsy, you get drunk. And if a clucked up situation finds you, then you're still drunk, you're still tipsy. So you can't really run, you can't really haul ass like you really want to. If you do, you're going to be tripping and all that, right? You're not going nowhere. You falling flat on your face, right? But with Adidas alcohol, like I said, you tipsy, you drunk, whatever, right? But you sober the hell up when a clucked up situation presents itself to you. And you haul ass as if you was never even tipsy or drunk to begin with. Just saying. Now, the pricing, it depends on like the size of the bottle that you get for like Adidas alcohol. I'm gonna call it Adidas Hall or Adidas? No. Adidas local? I'm still, the name is in work in progress. But just saying.
So I didn't get too suspicious, and I didn't think much of the sounds, figuring some of my friends may have made their way to the front of the house to either make out with their girlfriends or...
Okay, see, now you're starting to assume shit, which means you playing games right now. Okay? Because if 13 of the people that, you know, originally came to your house, 13, right, if I'm not mistaken, is all right here, all around and inside the pool, and you hear some motherfucking bushes talking about some, I don't really know what it, you know, but you hear in the bushes, but all 13 of your motherfuckers are inside. I have to fart. Sorry. You know we keep it real. You know we keep it raw. 100 over here. You feel me? But yeah, if the original people that you invited or that came are all inside or around the pool, then who the hell is that in the bushes? Huh? Answer me that. Oh, you can't. I thought so.
Get ready to go home. At that point, it was already 11:30 p.m., and I completely failed to adhere to all my parents' rules,
Right.
which actually made me feel a little guilty. I went back outside with snacks and drinks and told everyone that it was almost time to end our evening.
Hurry up.
10 out of the 12 of my guests were still in the pool screaming and horsing around, while the 2 others went missing.
What?
When I realized this, I went back inside, walked around the house, and heard laughing and moaning from upstairs in one of the guest bedrooms.
They're clucking.
Assuming that one of my friends snuck upstairs with his girlfriend to hook up and whatnot, I don't need to give an explanation.
Right.
I was too drunk and lazy at the time to go upstairs and tell them it's time to leave. But before I returned to the backyard to finally close up shop, I heard blood-curdling screams come from the pool. I ran outside to find my pool filled with blood on the surface, with my friends screaming that one of their girlfriends was swimming, and felt an arm hug them down and must have had a knife cut them on their leg.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem. Just saying, none of my business. It's not. You know, that's your friend's friend. That's not my friend. Even if it was my friend, that's not my business. That's none of my business. I'm gonna stay the hell out of it. I'm gonna go back in my house, lock everything, close all the blinds, all the curtains, and single lock, double lock, triple lock, quadruple lock. Everything. Just saying. You're definitely on your own. And if you're already in the house and you heard the girl scream like that, don't leave this house. If you leave, well, you're not coming back. Just saying.
All of a sudden, an unfamiliar face, a guy probably in his late 20s, with long, scraggly hair, a scruffy beard, tall with a couple tattoos on his body, emerged from the pool and ran out in a pair of fatigue cargo shorts and bolted to the front of the house.
Jesus.
A few of the guys tried to chase after him, but they couldn't find where he went. We all panicked and took my friend's girlfriend and went inside the house, with a couple from upstairs hustling downstairs to see what the commotion was. I locked the doors while calling 911 requesting an ambulance. When the police and paramedics came to my house, they took the injured girl into the ambulance, and the rest of my friends left the house, confused and shaken up by the events that just took place.
Oh, yeah.
The police and I went to review the security footage, and lo and behold, when I heard that rustling in my bushes, there was the guy, who somehow made it over my gate undetected, went to the side of the house and casually blended in, and went into the pool with the rest of the guests. Stupid me didn't think of checking the surveillance system. Too drunk and concerned about my friends having a good time, that I irresponsibly let an intruder enter my parents' property undetected.
Okay, well, that's on you. Because you should have analyzed everybody that walked into your house. You know? Don't just say you invited 6 of your best friends plus one. Right, you need to analyze that plus one, cause how did that intruder blend in with the 13 of the people that was already there? Cause see, if you wasn't BSing right now, you would have realized that, hey, where you come from? You wasn't. Nah, I analyzed everybody here. I got a thorough good look at everybody. I looked at everybody in great detail. So where did you come from? Huh? What? No. How did you get that intruder mixed up? You should like that's like I'm getting like I'm at a loss right now because you should have checked when you should have checked in great detail the 13 people that walked into your house. You know, you should have been like the door. You know, they're at the oh my God. They are at the front of your door, right? They why am I stuttering? They're at the front of your door, right? Ready to come in, have a good time. 13 of them, right? You should have had a checklist. Pen. Guess one. All right, check. Guess two. All right, check. Guess three. All the way up until you got to guess 13. Fully analyze these mother peoples. Right? That's what because you playing games right now. Like, how did the intruder blend in with the people that was already there? Like, that makes me think that you really don't give a damn about anything, you know? It's 13 people. That's not a lot of people. Come on, bro. How did he blend in?
I gave the footage to the police, but to this day, they were never allowed to identify the intruder. And of course, when my parents returned, they found out what transpired, scolded me, and never allowed me to have a party in the house again.
Oh, yeah.
I was once invited to a pool party when I was 17. One of the more popular kids in our school was throwing a high school graduation pool party one weekend where his parents wouldn't be home. The kid's name was Daryl, and he had a huge backyard with a nice in-ground pool, perfect for pool parties, though most of us have big yards where we live because we're in a less congested town.
Right.
I wasn't close with Daryl, so I hitched a ride with a couple friends who knew him better. When the three of us stepped into his backyard, it was packed. It was actually impressive how many kids were there. I'd say at least a quarter of the entire grade was at this party. We wanted to say hi to Daryl because it would be the right thing to do coming into his party. We asked a couple kids we knew if they'd seen him. They said they hadn't seen him for a while now. So we asked others and got similar responses. We soon realized nobody seemed to know where Daryl was. Maybe he was in his house with a girl or something. So we just went about our own business. We played beer pong, people splashed around the pool, and the night became a daze overall. I didn't jump in the pool because I didn't bring a bathing suit and I just didn't want to get wet. Throughout the night, I would hear other kids screaming, "Where's Daryl?" It seemed others were trying to find him because it was weird he hadn't been seen for nearly 2 hours.
Damn!
Me and the two friends I came with joined a little circle of people talking about how Daryl hadn't been answering his text for a couple hours. Still, people were just chalking it up to maybe him being upstairs with a girl. Who knew? It was his party after all. Anyway.
No. Come on. 2 hours? 2 hours. Who clucks for 2 hours? Really? Really? Isn't he the mother person that invited all of these people? Where is he at? Matter of fact, you know what? Don't even answer that. He's been gone for 2 hours. And this is his party. I'm out. I'm not. Something tells me something ain't right. And I'm out. I'm deuces. Peace. Let me go ahead and let me go ahead and get my extra couple of plates of food. You feel me? Cause, yeah. But Daryl, what's his name? Daryl? He been gone for 2 hours. His party. Nobody has seen him. They can't get in contact with him. They can't call him. No answer. Text. No text back. Something is definitely on the up and up. And I guarantee you, on moms, I'm not about to be here when Daryl shows back that cluck up. I'm not. Nah. So y'all can go ahead and continue to have a good time, laugh it up, drinks, eat, all that. I'm not about to be here when homie shows back up after 2 hours. Nope.
More time passed and I had to go to the bathroom. There were a bunch of people inside the house, and there was actually a line for the bathroom. I opened a door in the hallway and it led to the basement.
Oh, damn.
My house had a bathroom in the basement, so I figured there was a chance this one did as well. I turned on the light in the basement and walked down. I started looking for a bathroom. There were only 2 doors down there though. The first one led to a closet. There was another door on the other side of the basement. It was shut, so I went over to it and tried the doorknob. It was locked.
Okay.
I knocked on the door. There was no answer. The thing about this lock though, it seemed I would be able to pick it unlocked simply using my fingernail. So I did just that. I knocked again before opening the door. I was expecting to see a bathroom, but instead I saw a big pitch black room.
Okay, alright. That's it. But close the door. Back away. Slowly. But at the same time, keep your eyes on the door. And then, when you have a chance, haul ass like a mother clucker. That's all I'm saying. Nobody didn't tell you to. Nobody told you to go down there and start checking shit out. Nah, nobody didn't tell you that. Nope. Nah, nope. Nobody didn't tell you nothing like that. See, that man. That's what happens to people that wanna investigate and, wanna like fucking just check stuff out. Like, you know, you're a guy. You can hold like you can hold your urine. I feel like guys can hold their urine way longer than females, but that's just me. I don't know.
To be a boiler room. However, there was the faintest little yellow light emanating from what appeared to be some kind of boiler machine in the far corner of the room. And in that light, I could see a person, surely a person, standing right in the back of the room. My heart dropped when I saw the person duck down behind something.
Bruh.
What if that was Daryl?
Bruh.
I looked for the light switch and found it.
God
It was
damn.
one of those hanging switches that you pull down.
Jeez.
Turned the lights on and went over to where I saw the person hide.
Come on,
The
Mo.
room was cluttered with tables and a washer and dryer machine, so the walking space was kind of arranged in a circle. When I got to where I saw the person not even 20 seconds earlier, I saw Daryl laying on the floor in a bloody mess, apparently passed out. I looked back up to the door to the boiler room when I heard footsteps coming from that direction.
Oh, damn.
There was someone rushing out the doorway, but for a split second they looked back and I instantly recognized the face of a kid named Todd from our grade. He was a very quiet kid that creeped out a large amount of people in our grade.
I knew it. Well, I know it, but it's always the quiet ones. It's always the quiet ones. Always. Those weird sons of bitches. Like, there's a difference between, like, being quiet, you know, because you're shy, and then being quiet because yeah. Who invited him? That's the wow. Some of y'all, like, when y'all be throwing parties and whatnot, know exactly who's coming to your house. Because this shit like this happens.
Instead of calling the cops and tending to Daryl, I ran upstairs hoping to catch up to Todd to make sure there were other witnesses to his presence there that night. I made it upstairs to the hallway and started to scream for people's attention. Everyone who was in the living room came to look and could see Todd rushing out the front door. They saw him. They were now witnesses to his being there. I told them all to come downstairs and see what he did. I would have considered rushing to tackle him, but I didn't know what weapons he had on him. When we all got downstairs, we saw multiple stab wounds in Daryl's legs. First thing we did was call 911 for police and an ambulance. Daryl was rushed to the hospital, while at least 10 people vouched for me when I saw a kid in our grade named Todd at the scene of the crime. That same night, police apparently raided Tom's house and he was arrested. I'm pretty sure he's still in jail. Not sure if they got him for attempted murder or what.
What?
Daryl is fine now, but everyone believes that Todd did what he did out of jealousy of Daryl's popularity. Todd didn't seem to have any friends in school and would often be picked on by kids in Daryl's friend group. I'm not saying Todd was justified at all, but it's scary what bullying can drive some people to do.
What I'm saying, bro. Bully, if you're a bully, you are not cool. That sucks.
When I bought my first house, I had a pool party on a Friday. It was supposed to be my housewarming party. I had a few of my closest friends over. Everyone drank a bunch, and a few hours later, people were on their way out. A couple friends were a little too drunk for me to allow them to drive home, so I offered them spots on the couches to sleep.
Okay.
I'll call those two friends Rob and Dan for the brief mentions they'll get in the story.
Right.
By the time I went upstairs to brush my teeth and get ready for bed, I thought both Rob and Dan had already passed out on the couches downstairs. When I got into my room to change into my pajamas, I heard a splash in the pool in my backyard.
Oh, nah. You good. You
I
got
actually
it.
muttered to myself, what the hell are they doing? I went to the window to look out to the pool, and in the pool was one of them just standing in there. I was pissed because I knew there were no more towels outside, and now they'd have to bring their drunk asses in dripping all over my carpets downstairs. I opened the window and called out to whichever of them it was to get the hell out of the pool. Then, they turned their head to look up at my window.
Damn.
I had to squint my eyes because I couldn't tell if it was Rob or Dan. Whichever it was wearing a black shirt in the pool. I couldn't remember who was wearing what from earlier, to be honest. But whoever it was, they just had a staring contest with me. Like, for over 10 seconds, whoever it was just looked up at my window at me.
It's a long 10 seconds.
I had grown impatient with them, so I went downstairs with my shoes on. But I froze at the bottom step when I saw both Rob and Dan fast asleep on either couches in my living room.
Oh, shit.
My next course of action was running to the kitchen to grab the biggest kitchen knife from my knife holder and running outside. I turned the backyard light on before I went out so I could see. The pool was now empty. I walked to the edge of the deck to the pool and stopped. I looked into the pool, making sure no one was hiding at the bottom. Then I looked out to the further depths of my backyard, by the trees and bushes. In one of my trees, I was 90% sure I saw someone sitting on one of the thicker, lower branches. Even with the knife in my hand, I was still way too scared to go out there and confront the situation.
Then don't.
I went back in my house, locked the door, and shut the blind on the door. I sat in the living room on the ottoman, feeling slight comfort being next to both Rob and Dan, even though they were asleep. I sat there just thinking.
Yeah, I sat there thinking nothing because I didn't sit there. I'm already 6 miles out. Cluck is you talking about? Oh, and best believe I would have said Cluck both Rob and Dan. I mean, they cool and everything, but I'm pretty sure they will understand why I did what I did as far as leaving these two motherfuckers in a clucked up situation. They will understand that. They can't get mad at me either. Just saying. Okay. I will say as I'm running, I will say Rob, Daniel, wait. Okay. I'm gonna run it back. As I'm running, I would say, Rob, Dane, wake your ass up. And that's it.
And shaking when I heard this.
Why did I
tapping at the sliding door to the backyard? I woke up Rob and Dan now, asking the two to check the yard with me. They came to the door, took one peek outside, and when they didn't see anything, they said ignore it and go back to sleep.
Get the hell out of here.
It was the worst reaction I could have expected from them. Someone I didn't know was out there playing some kind of fucked up game with me, and it was honestly terrifying me. I stayed up that whole night, checking my window every few minutes just to make sure no one was in my pool. I didn't actually go to sleep until the sun started coming up. By the time I woke up, my friends were already gone. I texted each of my friends who came over to confirm they weren't out there messing with me or whatever. I then went to the backyard to do some detective work. I didn't find much, but I did find a mini stepping ladder planted right in front of the tree that I was so sure I saw someone sitting in last night. I grabbed the ladder and went to go put it back in the shed. However, I stopped when I saw someone looking out the small window of the shed. It was someone I didn't know. I dropped the ladder and ran to my house to call the cops. I stood by my kitchen window watching the shed the whole time I was on the phone with the police. And at one point the door to the shed opened, and some tall, creepish-looking dude with messy, medium-length black hair and a black t-shirt and cargo pants stepped out and walked to the gate. I gave the exact description on the phone, as well as to the cop who came to my door. I told the cop the whole story, but in the end, there wasn't much he could do other than write down the description of the guy.
What?
He suggested I install some security cameras and went on his way. And a week later, I already had a camera system installed.
You should have been had that. I feel like all homes should come pre-installed with security cameras. That's all I'm saying. That's a nice ass pool. That's all I'm saying. I don't. Where the hell is the lights at though? Like it was like the pool, and then around the pool was just darkness. No, that's not what we doing. You see, ouch, ow, 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 ow. I want to say, I think the main problem with these stories, right, is like, there was no sense of like security. There was no sense of like anything really. It was like it was free game as far as like the people coming to the pool parties. You know, it was like what? It was like they didn't really care about exactly who came. Like, I'm going to invite 6 of my best friends to my house for a pool party, for a little get together, right? But then my 6 friends that I invited and that I know I can trust, right? They invite they invite a +1. Like, nah, that's not what we. No, that's not what we doing. No, I don't know them. I don't know your friends' friends. Okay? And just because you know them, and just because you cool with them and you trust them, don't mean that I'm cool with them and I trust them. I don't know them. I'm not cool with them, and I don't trust them. I trust you. I don't trust your friends. Okay? So if I invite you, the 6 people, I'm not trying to have 12 people all together. I only invited 6 people. So where did the hell did why can I talk, yo? It's probably because I'm tired as hell right now. That's probably why I can't talk. But if I invited 6 people to the pool party, right? Where the hell did these other 6 people? Now it's 12 people here. So I'm gonna need my original 6 people to stay here, and then like the other 6 people to get the hell out of here and get off my property. You have 6 seconds to get out. You have 6 seconds to get off my property and be 6 miles out. That's all I'm saying. Know when you're throwing a party, know exactly who's coming to the party. You don't want no randoms. And after everybody is at your party, right? Close everything. Close your doors, close your gates, all that. Right? You don't need nobody sneaking in. Just like the first door. I think it was the first door. You know? Talking about like the intruder that broke in or that was like in the bushes, blended in with the people that was already there. When in reality, if you knew exactly who was at your party, then you would know off bucks that, hey, mother clucker, you don't belong here. Who the hell are you? Where do you come from? No, get the fuck out. But yeah, Mo, like, just if you're throwing a party, like, know exactly who's gonna be at your party, please, for obvious reasons. But, and you know what I really don't like is like when people throw a party and they it's like it's it's like free game. Like anybody can go to that party. Like, nah, I'm not doing all that. Nope, I'm not. I'm gonna need to know. If I ever throw a party, I'm gonna need two things. I'm gonna need one of. I got you. If I ever throw a party, either or, I'm gonna need. First one is I'm gonna need to know. I'm gonna need to have like a very few people that I know and trust to come to my house, right? And we can have a good time. Now, if I'm throwing like a party with like a lot of people, and I'm expecting a lot of people, then that's when I have to analyze each and every person that walks through the door. Just saying. And if I meet you at the door and your vibe is just way off, like off the charts, like it's negative, bad vibes, you not gone. You good. You can go ahead and get the hell on with that. Go back to wherever the hell you came from before you came to my house. And go back to that place, because you're not about to come in my house. Nope, you got it. Keep it cool, keep it classy, and I love you. Stay happy. My family.